It's a conference clash in the Commonwealth as the Lynchburg Hornets welcome into town the Bridgewater Eagles for an ODAC affair. Joe Brennan joined alongside Lynchburg libero Abby Barlow. Abby, should be a fun one today. These two young programs trying to establish themselves in a very competitive conference. Bridgewater, one of the three new teams added to the ODAC this season.
Yeah, no, I definitely think it's going to be a great game, especially when you get into ODAC play. Seeing that we're getting towards the middle/end, too, you never know what a team's going to come up with.
No, Lynchburg is coming off a 5-set thriller against the Eastern Mennonite Royals here at home this past Saturday, improving their mark to 9-9 on the season and 6-4 in conference play. Meanwhile, Bridgewater, I mean, it has been trial by fire to begin their first season of action. They're already 24 games into the season with a record of 5-19, 2-7 in conference action. But, I mean, they have welcomed the difficult play. They've played nationally ranked teams like Juniata. They scheduled against at home along with the Lynchburg Hornets. These two teams played at that Bridgewater tri-match back almost a month ago on February 21st. That was a 3-0 sweep for Lynchburg in Bridgewater.
Yeah, I definitely think that this game is, since Bridgewater lost to them last time, they may come back with a fire under their butt ready to show them what's happening.
Well, if you look at the conference standings, right now Lynchburg has positioned themselves in the top 4. Right now, that's where you want to be, behind Virginia Wesleyan and a notch above Randolph-Macon by half a game. Meanwhile, Bridgewater towards the bottom of the ODAC rankings, a game ahead of Shenandoah in penultimate place and Averett in last with a record of 0-8 in their conference action. Those two conference wins for Bridgewater came against the Averett Cougars. They're coming off a win and trying to carry that momentum into today's affair.
Yeah, I definitely think for Bridgewater and Lynchburg, carrying off these two wins will give them momentum to go into this game.
For the Hornets, they are led by the outside hitter, the transfer from the University of Liberty in Joshua Davis, coming off a stellar performance against the Royals with 26 kills, a program record, also an attacking percentage of .488.
That is one heck of a attacking percentage, let me tell you. I'm very curious to see if he's bringing that momentum and that go-go juice into the game tonight.
Meanwhile, on the other end for Bridgewater, it's more so been attack by committee this year as they try and figure out who's going to be that key playmaker. But so far this season, the standout has been the right side freshman out of Newport News, Virginia, Aiden Weaver.
Yeah, I definitely got to talk to Coach Colton Fry before the game, and he said that definitely Aiden Weaver has been a very large contributor for Bridgewater.
Well, obviously a whole lot of freshmen in the mix for a first-year program, but there's one of the few upperclassmen, Jeffrey Provost, as his first serve goes into the netting.
Yeah, he actually was previously, and still is, a collegiate swimmer.
Him alongside Connor Kayer, two upperclassmen for Bridgewater, as this one is deposited by the freshman Weaver, gets the tool, and earns the first point of the afternoon for the Eagles. That will send Seth Williams back to the service line, punched over. Rady up top for Philamawa. Weaver.
Ooh!
Finds the floor to give Bridgewater their second point of the day.
Aiden Weaver is weaving his way in, if you saw that one. Ooh!
Williams into the back of the head of teammate Jax Connolly.
It happens to the best of us on both ends of that.
Tied up at a pair. Davis back to serve for the Hornets. Beautiful dig. A set, a spike out of play. Connolly couldn't put it on the mark. His guidance, the orchestrator for this Bridgewater offense. They will run a handful of centers throughout the day. His guidance, the leader with nearly 4 assists per frame. This one upstairs and brought down by Conley.
It's a great spot by Conley.
Dewell up and across. Davis's dig goes over the netting and spiked down by Aiden Weaver. A hot start to this set for Weaver.
Yeah, talking to the Bridgewater coach, he really said that all of the guys on the team have done a great job setting the foundation of what they want this culture to be for this first-year program.
Welcome back, Nick Redding. Missed last game and making an early imprint on this affair. Pennington, the service specialist. A floater across.
There's that dizzy serve that I was talking about before. Oh, kept alive by Redding.
Free ball the other way. Vizgaitis shoots it across.
Great spot.
And finds no man's land.
This guy has really had eyes in the back of his head on that ball.
You mentioned the head coach for the Eagles, Colton Frey, obviously in his first year at the helm of the first-year program. Joins Bridgewater after most recently serving as the head coach of Broadway High School. He was there for the last 2 years, and prior to that was an assistant coach in the ODAC, serving with Eastern Mennonite. A scrum at the net, Rady over for Jackson and sends it long out of play. Bridgewater maintains control. Weaver up and away, this one into the netting once more. Both of these teams are going to want to try and serve aggressively. That's one big key that Lynchburg has really been focusing on in the last few weeks. If you go back and look at the Randolph-Macon match that the Hornets played up in Ashland, that was one where Lynchburg really played lights out in that affair, and that's something that the box score might not necessarily reflect in a 3-0 sweep, but tallied more points than the Yellow Jackets, more kills, more blocks. I mean, the thing that really stood out was the serving. They really tried to be as aggressive as possible in that outing, and that's one that just ultimately got the best of them with too many service errors. But today it's been a strong start for Redding and company as he brings Lynchburg out in front by 1, 6-7. Dug out by Duel. Free ball the other way. Redding tried to take it himself, and he's stuffed at the net.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how Bridgewater does with our low ceilings in here. One of those previous balls got caught up in there. They look like they're doing good with it, though. I'm very curious to see if those ceilings will get the best.
So far, so good for each respective side. Rady, back pass over for Redding, and this one's well wide. Shot out of play, and Bridgewater back out in front by a point. Corbin Green shoots it across.
He's really contributed on service aces this year.
That one's blocked by Williams. A 6'3" inside hitter from Virginia Beach. And the Eagles leading by a pair. Miscommunication between Davis and Kenna. It's a service ace for the Eagles.
Yeah, Green has really contributed on aces. He must have that special serve because he now has 21 with the season.
Kenna with a response. Corbin Green is their leader in aces this year, as you mentioned, up to 21. He's previously tied with Seth Williams. Kenna, soft serve across. Blocked by Davis. And sent under the net. Lynchburg cuts into the deficit.
Bridgewater bench is going crazy.
Trying to bring a little
Great
bit of juice
pass
into
by
the gym.
Hugh.
Gerardo, the dig,
Oh.
the set by Rady, and the kill from Jackson.
It's a great swing by Jackson. Looked right behind the 10-foot line. Another great pass.
And the kill from the setter is Gaitis. A second kill of the day. Deceiving this Lynchburg back line.
Good old float serve.
Is Gaitis over for White.
Good high hand contact by Isaiah White. And for those who don't know volleyball terminology, when you want to go high hand, you want to hit the tips of their fingertips on a block. Get you easy points sometimes. Ooh!
Sometimes if you want easy points, get it to 22 and get out of the way. Bryce Jackson continuing his strong start to the season. Jackson leading the conference in hitting percentage at .418. Jackson with a serve, a strong one. Ball kept alive, sent down by the ceiling, and a Lynchburg point to level the score at 12.
I think I just came up with a nickname for Bryce.
What do you got?
Boomin' Bryce.
Boomin' Bryce?
Yeah.
See, we actually recently discovered that his name is actually Andrew and goes by his middle name, Bryce.
Oh.
So we were thinking maybe the president. Oh, Andrew Jackson? Do you know anything about Andrew Jackson?
What number president?
He's on the $20 bill.
I just look at the 20. I don't look at the president.
We might need to brush up on our. He was the 7th president. Born in 1767, died in 1848. He was somewhat of a controversial president.
Oh.
So a lot of people don't like that he's on the $20 bill. You ever heard of the Trail of Tears?
No.
Yeah, we need to maybe go back
we'll
and study up
history
on our
class
A-push.
after this.
Yeah.
Oh, great pass.
Davis, dunk out by Prevost. His Gaitis sends it over and out of bounds off the attack from Weaver. Now Lynchburg in the driver's seat, leading by 1. His Gaitis, this set, the kill coming from Seth Williams. Neither team able to find a long streak of momentum. It's been back and forth thus far, largest lead of 2. Davis thought he found the sweet spot, kept alive by the Eagles, but the attack offline. And it takes us to our first media timeout. 15-14 in set 1. Hornets out in front. And we welcome you back inside Turner Gymnasium. Joe Brennan alongside Abby Barlow as the Hornets lead 15-14 in our opening frame. Joshua Davis back to serve. Nice dig from Prevost. Dig by Davis, ready for Filamawa. A thumper right down Main Street.
Coming out strong after that timeout.
Absolutely. Lynchburg has been very efficient so far this year when they've had Davis at the service line. And there's the third ace of the afternoon for Lynchburg. Joshua Davis has quickly imprinted himself as one of the premier players in the ODAC as he can't connect on his second serve.
It looked like he tossed that one just a little bit in front of him because he had to kind of chase it a little bit. But you never know. Guys with their top spin serve, that thing's coming at you super fast.
Davis is second in the conference for points per set, just a tick under 4 at 396. As our officiating crew will have a meeting at the scorer's table. Dewell lacrosse. Dig from Davis that goes over the net.
Oh, great up by
Berardo with a dig off the attack. Quick shoot from Redding. A punch from Filamawa. Weaver finds the gap between Redding and Filamawa. Makes it 17-16.
He also found the gap in between Rady's legs.
That he did.
Bounced right through it.
5-hole. Here's Redding. Blocked by Weaver. Tied back up at 17s. Right back to Filamawa. Free ball the other way. Redding looking to attack. Kept alive. Weaver with it across. Davis from behind the attack line, soaring through the air and capturing the kill. Now Pennington will re-enter in place of Filamawa. Soft serve across. And Redding's hands went across. Isaiah White now checking in for Jeffrey Prevost, I beg your pardon. Aiden Weaver back at the service line. Kenna for Rady, right back to Kenna. This time it's blocked by Viscaitis.
Bridgewater is really putting up some great blocks, even some good solo blocks, getting them done and showing who's really up at the net.
Weaver out of play. And back and forth we go, seesawing the advantage. Leveled at 19. Redding with the serve.
Great pass.
And another one added on to the Bridgewater Eagles total after Corbin Green records the kill.
The two middles on Bridgewater seem to love the two back corners on Lynchburg's side.
Rady give and go with Kenna.
Bridgewater running a two-man serve receive. They seem to be very confident in their serve receiving skills.
No need for a serve receive this time around. Out of play and a 1-point lead for the Eagles. Yeah, you've seen the defensive specialist in Dwell take a whole lot of those service receives so far. 5'7" freshman. Rady for Davis, his soft touch. Dug out by the setter.
Good pickup by Rady.
Davis once more stuffed at the mountaintop. He'll try it again. Denied.
They're really hanging out over on Davis on Bridgewater's side.
And with the Eagles out in front by 2, the Hornets want to talk it over. We'll step aside. Final stages of the opening frame coming up. Bridgewater to send it across. Kenna, Rady, Jackson denied. Rady now over for Davis. Paints the outer edge. (21-22).
Here's Boom and Bryce.
A little too much boom that time around. A senior Alaska native, Prevost, checks into the affair. Dig from Kenna, Rady for Redding. Play at the net. Rady for Davis. Hits the tool. Rady with the serve.
A great pass.
Weaver continues his hot start to today's affair. Now 1 point away from claiming the opening frame. Lynchburg in dire need of the next 2 points. Berardo for Rady. Filamawa puts it in play. A sweet spot to keep the first set alive. And now Davis heads to the service line. Davis across, dug out by Hugh. Weaver, denied by Redding.
Oh! 22 to 22. 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 22 to 22 presence known up at the net.
Only appropriate for this kind of back and forth set to head into extras.
That's a great pass. Oh.
And a kill from Corbin Green. Dewell back to serve. Bernardo, Rady, Redding,
Oh.
tic-tac-toe.
Like clockwork.
You do get the sense that this Lynchburg squad has steadily found their rhythm as this season has moved along. Obviously, a whole lot of rotation at the beginning of this year. Well, you would think you'd bring back majority of what you had a year ago, as Jackson with his stuff at the mountaintop. It's a whole lot of new when you bring in a new starting center, a new outside hitter in that starting lineup, and then you add a new coaching staff into the mix as well. But at 9-9, finding their stride at the back half of the season. And another block to claim the first frame. 27-25 as Nick Redding has the denial. And Lynchburg goes up 1-0. Second set coming up on Flo College. Rady sends it. Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
Didn't get all on that one. And the Bridgewater sideline letting him hear about it.
He just lost it in the light. It's okay.
The sun has set. We're indoors.
The light's inside.
Weaver, blocked by Davis, kept alive. They'll go the opposite side. Once again rejected. Philomawa the dig. Davis the set. Redding with the attack. Out of play. Not a strong hitting performance from either squad today. In the opening set, Lynchburg hitting under 100 at 094. Bridgewater at 172. Kenna with a kill as he shoots it across. First point of the second frame for the Hornets. Davis sends it out of play. 1-3. Bridgewater in front here in set number 2. If you're just now joining us, it was a 27-25 opening set victory for Lynchburg. Now 4-0 this year in sets against the Eagles. Soft serve dug out by Kenna. Rady over for Redding. Out of play. A good showing from the crowd here tonight. We've got representation from the women's volleyball team and women's basketball squad both here. After a code red affair at Fox Field for the Hornets.
Oh, so close.
If you're unfamiliar with the rules regarding the ceiling, it can hit the ceiling as long as it hits it on your side. Can't hit up top on the way over. That one goes in favor of Lynchburg. Pennington now back into serve for Lynchburg in place of Philomawa. Weaver looks to go. Can't put it on target. Weaver leads the Eagles with a game-high 5 kills today. Pennington once more.
It's a great pass.
Davis kept it alive. Pennington over for Kenna. A free ball the other way. Vizgaitis the set. The kill off the tool. Bridgewater extends their advantage. Abby, what's really impressed you so far today about this Bridgewater squad? I mean, for a team that comes in at 5-19 on the year, they have certainly given Lynchburg a battle in the early stages of this contest.
Oh, yeah. Like Coach Fry said, like, they really are building this program, and they're building this culture that they want to continue throughout all of Bridgewater's career. And you can really see that they're just so invested in the game, all of them, and they want to win. And even if they're down, they don't look like they're down.
It is very interesting to see how all these new programs establish themselves, the culture in which they build the foundation of their program. And while Lynchburg is in the second year, you bring in a new head coach as well. And as someone that experienced that coaching turnover during your Lynchburg tenure, I mean, what kind of impact does that have on the culture and the buy-in with the players within the program?
Yeah, I mean, I'll never forget it. When Coach Kevin Cardoza came for our interview, the women's team was allowed to sit in and ask him questions, and I fully asked him, I said, I want to win an ODAC. What are you going to do to help us? And he said, I want y'all to win an ODAC too. I'm here to show y'all the way and get y'all there because I know y'all can. And it's just having that belief that the team, belief in the team and believe in each other and believe in the coaching staff that they're going to set you up. No matter if they're new, old, whatever, you just got to believe in each other and know that if you play together as a team, you can get super far.
Well, in your eyes, what separates a good culture from a great culture?
A great culture knows how to win and knows how to lose. Because within a great culture, even when you lose, you go in the gym the next day and you learn from your mistakes and the 6-7. Anyways, you go into the gym the next day and work on the stuff you need to fix. And one thing Coach Kevin Cardozo always told us is that you get 24 hours to think about a loss and 24 hours to think about a win, and then you move on to the next game. And that's something that I really took throughout the season.
You guys certainly experienced your fair share of success. That's something that Lynchburg is trying to now find on the men's side, and Bridgewater as well. This is also a university that's just had a whole lot of success on the women's side. Loaded with all-American talent.
Yeah, and I think the men's team is working that way too with some people that they have when they all play together. Great pass by Kenna.
Brady over for Davis.
Oh! Davis going up there like nothing. Patting it down.
Textbook from Joshua Davis. Now Jackson back to serve. Brady for Davis. A soft touch. And a point awarded to Lynchburg. We're going to call that a double touch.
These double rules keep changing day in and day out, and it confuses me every day. Even as someone who doesn't play anymore.
Dig that shoots it across. Rady for Filamawa. That's what you were talking about, the high tips.
Oh, yeah. He just rolled it over. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Filamawa goes right back to the well. We're tied up at 9s. Jackson, the serve, too strong.
Seems like this Lynchburg team's been hitting the weight room too much. Keep sending these serves out.
Well, aggressive serving is a priority for this squad. And you got to take the bad with the good.
Yeah.
3 aces today, but 9 service errors. That was very similar to what we saw against Randolph-Macon as Davis sends a hard one the other way. Weaver with the response, out of bounds.
Now, Joe, what's your favorite thing about volleyball since we're watching some good old volleyball?
What's my favorite thing about the sport of volleyball? I would say the jumping element.
Can you jump?
I mean, everybody can jump.
People
can I jump that high? No,
yeah,
I cannot jump that high.
People can jump. Like, everybody can jump, but only certain people can jump. Like, I can't jump, but I'm also 5'2". I don't even get above the net.
Well, we will find out soon. My beach volleyball career is about to start with a faculty intramural team led by Thomas Chandler.
Of course it is.
Sometimes you just get it to him and get out of the way. That's the recipe. But I would say that that degree of athleticism is something that you really only see in basketball and volleyball, especially more so on the men's side. I think on the women's side, it's much more about defense and rallies, and there's a lot more elements in the mix in that regard, whereas the men's game is just how fast can you get the kill. And I think a lot of that comes with the elevation that you can see from guys like Redding and Davis and Jackson. Also a little bit easier for guys like Jackson to get up there when you're standing at 6'3". See, I don't understand why you choose or how you get to choose volleyball rather than a basketball.
Yeah.
Played in the same season. It requires a lot of the same physical tools.
Yeah, well, my choice was easy. I was awful at basketball. My mom tried and tried.
You're standing at 5'2", and I'm not saying this about the liberos as much as I am about the middles and the outside hitters. But I mean, you've seen Bree Spainhour on the women's side for Lynchburg be extraordinary at both, and that's one of the advantages that comes along with having them in different seasons.
Oh yeah, being given the opportunity to play both is something that I think Bree really liked.
And at this level, what I think is so unique is it's kind of in its own category of what time of the year it is. You're normally either getting a fall, winter, or spring trimester, and with men's volleyball, you get a little bit of winter and a little bit of spring.
Yeah, I know. They're here sometimes when nobody's here.
Well, in set 2, it's been a whole lot of Bridgewater here. 15-12 as we hit our second media timeout. Don't go anywhere. We've got more ODAC action coming your way on FloSports. And we welcome you back to Wayne Prophet Court inside Turner Gymnasium. It's the Eagles out in front of the Hornets, 15-12 in set number 2. After Lynchburg took the opening frame, 27-25.
Yeah, Bridgewater's definitely bringing that energy this second set.
What's so unusual is you have a Lynchburg team with 6 kills in set 2, just 1 for Bridgewater.
Yeah, I think it's like you said earlier, this is a game of missed serves and service aces and seeing who can get the most aces and the least misses.
In the second set, Bridgewater is hitting -182. Lynchburg is hitting -059. Kenna denied but goes out of play, earns the tool.
Pulled that out of his toolkit.
Talk about the service errors. There's been 6 here in the second set for Lynchburg. Meanwhile, no service aces in the second set. Weaver. A missile, but goes out of play. 2 referees with different calls, but they're going to go with the official on the near side that's looking right down the line.
Yeah, I've always been taught with line judges, you get the L, and you got to watch your L on the court.
What would you call that when the setter just shoots it across?
Oh, if you didn't ask me, I would have known. A dump. It's a dump.
It's a dunk?
Dump. D-U-M-P. But most of the time, it's right over the blockers, kind of in what you call the fire pit or campfire, not camp pit, campfire. But most of the time, it's right there. It's not really in the back.
Talking about fire, Jackson's getting going. And Bridgewater is going to want to reassess and talk things over. It's a 1-point game inside Turner Gymnasium. 16-17. Bridgewater out in front. And we welcome you back in. It has been a highly unusual second set between the Hornets and the Eagles. Bridgewater with 1 kill, 2 service aces, and 14 Lynchburg errors to put them in front 17-16.
I've always heard volleyball is the game of mistakes. Oh! Nick Reddy showing what's what.
No mistakes that time around from 18 and White. I like that expression. Where'd you hear that?
The what's what?
I like that expression. Where did you hear that?
My mind.
Volleyball is a game of mistakes.
Oh, that one.
Yes, yes.
Oh, I've heard it my whole life. My whole career, however long that's been.
It's a long time.
Basically.
You're pretty old.
I know, but you're older.
Fair. 18-17, Weaver with the service error.
I've noticed since that first incident in the first set, all the people at the net on the Bridgewater side have been covering their heads.
Covering their heads?
Yeah, from the back so they don't get hit again.
I feel like that might throw you off your game a little bit.
Hey, safety over anything. No concussions here.
Davis with a dig, ready for Jackson.
Ooh.
Right betwixt the legs of Weaver.
Caught lacking. Nah, that was just a great swing by Jackson.
So we're leveled once again at 19 apiece. Isgaitis over for White. Right back to White. Berardo with a nice dig. Kenna, this set for Davis. Finds the floor.
That was a one-handed up by Berardo. Bridgewater bench is going crazy over there, hooting and hollering.
Berardo a dig, falling to the floor over for Redding. This one sent into the bleachers. Rolled over to Jack Waters. Kenna with a missile.
Missile Mason.
And it is a service ace for the Hornets. Their first of the second set, and it extends their advantage up to 3. A field goal away from claiming the second set. Another brilliant serve from Kenna. This one dug out by Hugh across. Berardo. Back for Davis. Rejected. Once more for Davis. This time it's true.
The ceiling again. The ceiling is either your friend or your enemy.
Absolutely. 23-19 as Bridgewater calls timeout. Everybody wide awake for set number 2, 23-19. Lynchburg trying to steal the second set, make their way towards a 3-frame sweep. Vizgaitis over for White. The dig from Redding offline and out of play. That will send Vizgaitis back to the service line. Just 2 service errors for Bridgewater in the second set. And as our officials grant the green light. Kenna, Rady, Jackson denied. Try over for Davis. This one's true.
Demolishing Davis. Get it? Because he just demolished that ball in the corner.
Absolutely. And a net violation called on the Eagles will award the set point for the Hornets. 25-20. Lynchburg leads by 2 frames as we approach the third set. Lynchburg leading 2-0 through the opening 2 sets. Bridgewater trying to extend this one to 4. But Vizgaitis puts it out of play. And Lynchburg will take the first point of set 3. And a dunk from Davis.
Duncan Davis.
Rady back to serve. Vizgaitis sends it across and paints the outer line. A strong kill from Conley. Seems like there might have been a violation on Lynchburg regardless. Rady for Davis. The pair of Flames connect. And a point awarded to Lynchburg. Davis, too much heat on that serve. Seems like majority of the service errors from the Hornets today have all been long, Abby.
Yeah. I just see from a women's volleyball perspective, they are hitting the crap out of that ball. And they're just trying to hit it as hard as they can. Ooh. Wowza, Philo. Wowo? What did he say?
It's okay. Philamawa with a kill. As he hit the skin off that ball.
Me and my catchphrases, they failed me on that one.
Weaver on
Weaving
the mark.
his way in.
Seems like you are a Weaver believer today.
I am a Weaver believer. He is really showing his presence up at the net.
Davis keeps it alive, and 2 Hornets collide as Kenna and Berardo have a collision to tie the score at 4. Mason, Kenna recently celebrated in Lynchburg's weekend contest against Eastern Mennonite. It was the Lynchburg Senior Day for Mason Kenna, which was a cool spectacle to have the first ever Senior Day in Lynchburg Hornet program history.
Yeah, he should get a plaque for that.
I concur. A senior out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Plans to become a crane salesman in his hometown after this season.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know much about cranes.
Yeah, you're talking to the wrong person about cranes. The only crane I know is the bird.
The what?
The bird, a crane. The one that sticks out like his foot and then he has that long beak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only crane I know.
Out of arm's reach for Berardo.
Bridgewater keeps seeming to put it in places that nobody is at, making Lynchburg have to move.
A serve from Weaver. And the kill from Jackson.
Boomin' Bryce.
Boomin' Bryce, the president, Action Jackson. What do you got for Kenna?
Give me 2 to 3 business days.
Yes, ma'am. Rady for Jackson, a soft touch that's denied by White. Now poked over, and Vizgaitis, the last one to touch it, off the attack from Joshua Davis. 6-7, Lynchburg leading. Kenna up and away. White the attack, out of bounds. As we look down the line, Lynchburg with a pair of games this weekend against Randolph and Regent, both being played just down the road. Kenna sends it across, and another ace for the Hornets today. A brilliant one from Mason Kenna. And after that, I mean, you've only got 2 home games remaining against formidable opponents in Virginia Wesleyan and Randolph-Macon, but you've got a handful of very winnable games remaining with squads like Regent, Warren Wilson, and Averett. And then if you can grab a few conference wins along the way, you have yourself in prime positioning to make a run in the ODAC tournament.
Yeah, definitely. Especially towards the end of the season, you keep wanting making that statement and putting yourself in a good position for ODAC playoff.
Timeout taken. 10-6 our score. Lynchburg looking to break out the brooms. Mason Kenna back at the service line for Lynchburg as they lead by 4. Out of play. While we were away, Abby did some brainstorming. You want to share with the folks at home?
Yeah. Mason's nickname for the game is Ka-chow Kenna. So if you're listening back at home and he does something good, Ka-chow Kenna.
The Ka-chow reference of Lightning McQueen from Cars 1, 2, and 3.
Were you a big Cars fan?
Absolutely.
Me too. That's the only right answer.
If you don't like Cars, I don't trust you. You seem like a Cars 2 kind of girl.
Is that the one where they do the spies?
Absolutely. That's the one with espionage.
Oh!
There goes Davis.
Demolishing Davis. But yeah, that's my favorite one with the spies.
Jackson dug out by Hugh.
Ooh.
On target right there. Seth Williams with a thumper.
Great placement by Williams. Let me tell you, they love them corners on Bridgewater.
Grady for Redding. If we're talking nicknames, the Radiator has lived up to his nickname, dishing out heat today.
Oh, yeah.
Leading the team with 30 assists. 30 assists on 33 kills today for Lynchburg. Hugh, a dig that sends it over and out of bounds.
The ceiling was their enemy.
Yes, ma'am. 14-8. Lynchburg in front. This might be the largest lead we've seen today on either side. Pushed out of bounds by Jax Conley.
Bridgewater saying it was in on their side, looking like it was in, but the officials know best.
Kill by Seth Williams. Got it off the arms of Philamawa. The Alaskan native with the serve. That one hit an iceberg on the way. Ever been to Alaska?
No, and I'm not a cold person, so I will not be attending.
Attending? I mean, they've got all kinds of wildlife out there, and they get a little bit of city life from Juneau.
There's cities in Alaska?
Yeah.
Oh.
You got a population guess on Juneau? You back at home could guess too. Juneau population.
I want to say, like, I don't know why, but I'm thinking 89,000. Great swing by Philamawa.
31.
30. Oh, I was way over.
I mean, to put that in perspective, Lynchburg is 79. So it's not a New York kind of city, but it is a beautiful city.
Yeah, I would just be scared that I'd get chased around by polar bears.
I don't think you have. Maybe you do have to worry about that. Well,
Chow Kenna on the block.
Prevost is from Valdez, Alaska, which has a population of roughly 4,000. So I don't have any data backing this, but I think there's a strong argument that he might be the best volleyball player from his neck of the woods, maybe ever.
Oh, yeah.
He's certainly in the 1% as a ball out of play. Hits the water bottle of Riley Turner at the scores table.
Not the Awala.
But, I mean, we just pulled up Google Images. I mean, it's a beautiful part of the world.
Yeah, it looks super pretty.
Certainly a lot of snow.
Oh, yeah.
Gerardo the dig. Rady over for Redding.
Oh, great.
A diving dig from Dual. Rady. Davis rejected.
Oh.
Corbin Green says no. And now you've got Joshua Krogstad on the Bridgewater sideline barking. And another ace for the Eagles.
In another life, I was a middle.
Certainly not this one.
Not this one. Probably not the next, but the one after that.
Lynchburg slowly inches closer towards that finish line. 6 points away from capturing the sweep, the second of the year against Bridgewater. A win today would move Lynchburg above 500. They sit at 10-9, just 7 games remaining after today for the Hornets, 6 for the Eagles. As Miller Varley will check in for the Hornets in place of Rady. His day will be done with 31 assists. Redding. Prevost. Varley for Jackson.
Oh!
El Presidente.
You could just see the connection on Varley and Jackson. I don't even think Jackson knew where that ball was going. He was just swinging. Varley set it up great for him.
Heath Atkins now in place for Kenna. And Bridgewater going to take a final timeout. 21-13. Lynchburg looking to get the brooms out. Redding back to serve for the Hornets. Into the tape. It's 21-14 as Troy Trujillo checks in for Nick Redding. Steph Kapitanov also entered the affair during the timeout. Atkins the dig. Varley right back to Atkins. And the rejection off the mitts of Varley and out of bounds.
If Varley wouldn't have had his hands up, it probably would have domed him in the noggin.
Or potentially gone out of play. That was a good redirect from the Eagles.
Yeah.
Weaver, Atkins, Varley for Kapitanov. Kapitanov kept alive by the Eagles. Varley right back to Steph. Davis now looking for Atkins with a soft touch that's pushed backwards. A free ball the other way, dug out by Trujillo. Varley for Atkins, a soft touch with Vizgaitis. Now Weaver. Varley for Trujillo. And the freshman puts it down.
True killer Trujillo.
Trujillo.
I'm really failing on these catchphrases.
The sole freshman in this Lynchburg roster. They had two to start the year, but a transfer in the middle of the year, right before the season began. A man that transferred to Roanoke, interestingly enough. Certainly no love lost in that competition where Roanoke played at Lynchburg earlier this year.
How tall is Miller Varley?
6'4".
Oh, my dream. Great pass by Prevost.
Vizgaitis. And that one is blocked. Kapitanov standing on business. Match point. Atkins back to serve.
Hitting some people in the stands. One thing about Bridgewater is they've been fighting this whole night. You can't tell if they're losing or winning.
Davis Varley with a dunk. Puts it away, and Lynchburg captures the sweep. They break out the brooms against the Eagles for the second time this season. 25-16, our final set score. Lynchburg won them 27-25, 25-20, and 25-16 in our last frame. Barlow, final takeaways?
I think both teams did great tonight. This is a great game, and I'm excited to see how ODAC play goes.
Next up on deck, a pair of games at Randolph College for the Hornets. Right down the road on Saturday, Bridgewater will host a tri-match with Eastern Mennonite and Shenandoah. Joe Brennan and Abby Barlow and everybody else in our production crew at LHSN, so long, farewell, and stay cool. Have a good one.